HTTPS is the HTTP protocol over TLS SSL. Node has a separate module to work with HTTPS, but it's very similar to the HTTP module. To convert the basic HTTP server example to work with HTTPS, all we need to do is require HTTPS instead and provide the createServer method with an options object. This object can be used to configure multiple things. Usually we can pass key and certificate. Those can be buffers or strings to represent a private key and a certificate. We can also pass a PFX option to combine them if we want. I'll just use key and cert, and let's walk through a complete example. We first need to generate a certificate. We can use the OpenSSL toolkit for that, which allow us to generate a private key. We can have it encrypted or not encrypted, and it allows us to generate a certificate signing request and then self-sign this certificate to test it. Of course, the browsers will not trust our self-signed certificate, but it's good for testing purposes. We can actually combine all these steps with one command that will output a private key and a certificate file for us. It will ask for some information, but since it's all just a test, you can use the default answers here. When this command is done, you should see a key.pem file and a cert.pem file in the working directory. Now that we have these files, we just need to pass them here to the createServer method. We can use the fs module to do that. We'll do read file sync. Since these files are to be read once and used for creating a server, this is okay here. We'll do /the key.pem file, and same thing for the cert. So it's cert.pem. And of course, we need to require the fs module. And the last thing we need to do is to change this port to 443, which is the default port for HTTPS communication. To test all that, we need to execute this script. In my environment, I need to sudo this command to get access to the 443 port. So sudo node HTTPS, and we have an HTTPS server. So we can go to HTTPS localhost, and the browser is going to warn us about the self-signed certificate. It simply means that the browser does not recognize this certificate, but we can trust it manually. And there you go. Very simple.